We're going to play a game right now called State Your Case. Obviously, we know that Jurgen Klopp announced last Friday that he will be leaving Liverpool at the end of this season. Over the weekend, Xavi made the same announcement regarding Barcelona. It's two different circumstances.
Two different reactions.
Two different reactions, absolutely. But these are some of the storylines that are dominating football right now. And so the conversations inevitably turn to who's the next man up. Who's going to replace these two managers? And so you guys are going to have 30 seconds to state your case on who should be the replacement for Jurgen Klopp and Xavi. And we're going to start with Liverpool.
Okay.
Nico?
We're talking about the Barcelona manager, right?
Good one. Good one. Good one.
I'm making a joke about my mistake from last second.
That's all good. Hey, we're human, aren't we?
I could have sworn you had said Newcastle.
I never make mistakes,
You're gonna lose so much
we'll allow it for you.
I'm going to go back replay it. It's like, where did I
lost
hear
4 in a
Newcastle?
row.
He's like Nate and Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, we're good. Oh, gosh, Nico, they're putting you on the clock. Okay, 30
Let's go.
seconds. So
Am I looking down the barrel of my
Who
camera?
is replacing? Oh, and I get to decide, by the way. So you have 30 seconds to tell us who is going to be Jurgen Klopp's replacement.
go.
Unai Emery
Ooh.
is my choice, and this is the reason why he's my choice.
Dude, he's lost 4 in a row.
Listen, with Aston Villa, I think it's shown that with a project and with the right backing and with the right people, he can have success in the Premier League. Not that he didn't have success at Arsenal. I think he was judged very harshly at Arsenal, very different to how he was judged at Aston Villa. And with what he's done with Monchi, Klopp will leave him a structure at Liverpool. And not only that, he's an international winning manager. He's won 4 Europa Leagues. He's got to another Europa League final with Arsenal, with 2 different teams. He's won those Europa Leagues. He is this no-nonsense attitude. Let's get stuff done. And on top of that, you want to wait for Xavi, let this guy be your manager first, and then go for Xavi, that big name signing.
Ooh, okay. That was a really solid case that you just made. I respect it. I will take it under consideration. Charlie, you are up. 30 seconds.
Unlike the Europa League legend, I'm going to go with, in a different direction, someone who's proven, who's supposed to be the next, I don't know, Pep Guardiola, Roberto De Zerbi, in terms of the way he plays. And I go back to Jurgen Klopp. You don't have to be an Englishman to take over Liverpool. You don't have to have been, a manager who has coached all these top clubs in the world. It's the style of play. And I think Roberto De Zerbi, and the way that he plays, wants to control the game. It's the high pace, similar to what Jurgen Klopp does, that he would be the next good manager to kind of fill the shoes that Jurgen Klopp is going to be leaving. Because, I mean, he's a top manager for a team that can, I think, develop talent, but also...
Time's up. Time's up.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, I was just checking.
Yeah, that's points off, sis. That's points off.
Over the time limit. Thank you very much, Charlie. We'll take that into consideration as well. Alexis.
Yes.
30 seconds for you.
When you need to replace a legend, what you want to do is you either hire someone who's a rebound, kind of like when you have a long-term relationship and you break up, hey, you got to get your rocks off a little bit. And then you go and you find yourself another long-term. But what I would suggest here is what you do is you bring someone who immediately will be beloved and be given a little bit of time. And someone who can take what's left and advance it forward. What you don't want to do is have someone come in and try to run the exact same system that Klopp is doing, because he'll always be compared to Klopp. What you want to do is someone who advances it, and that is Xabi Alonso. Not only does he have the pressing, but he also has a little bit of that relationism that he learned from Ancelotti. He advances the system forward, and he's already beloved. Why not just welcome him back in? It's already in his contract.
It's already in his contract, he says. Great suggestions, all of them. I think, obviously I'm biased because I am a Liverpool fan, and you all make great cases, but I think Xabi Alonso's ready. I don't think we need that interim guy. I don't think we need that step in between, because he could easily win Bundesliga this year. That could happen, winning one of the biggest leagues in Europe. This is a guy who understands what it is to represent the club. He knows Liverpool well. He's won trophies with that club. He cares about this club. And I think that coming off a manager like Jurgen Klopp, especially that fan base. They need someone who understands that passion. Jurgen Klopp did such a tremendous job of restoring the legacy of Liverpool as an elite club in Europe. And I think Xabi Alonso understands that responsibility because he's worn the crest. He's played for that club. He's played at Anfield. He's played in front of those supporters. And he's doing such an incredible job. The way Bayer Leverkusen plays, I mean, it's this exciting, attacking brand of football. I think that it translates well to Liverpool. I'm going with Xabi Alonso.
The only thing I would say, and I agree, I think Xabi Alonso, not because he played for Liverpool and understands it, because Jurgen Klopp had no relation to Liverpool before he came, but it's more about
he embraced
what
fully.
He embraced, but more importantly, the style of play. And I think Xabi Alonso, the style of play that he has with Leverkusen, it's so flexible.
Klopp won the Bundesliga, went to Liverpool. Xabi Alonso
Also,
could potentially.
Klopp, giant killer, took one trophy away from City. Xabi could take one away from Bayern Munich.
There's a lot of parallels. Okay, let's move it along to Barcelona. Alexis, we're going to start with you. Who is going to replace Xabi at the end of the season?
Starting with me may be a mistake, only because I am picking the chaos choice. I want you to go back in time, right before Pep Guardiola was chosen. They asked two people to be potential managers, and that was Pep Guardiola, then the manager of Barca B, having come back from playing in Mexico, and Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho presented what he wanted to do. It was a little bit too much for the board. They went with the safe pick, or not necessarily the safe pick. They went with someone from in-house who they trusted would carry on the Cruyff system, and that was Pep Guardiola. Turned out to be a genius. Now, Jose Mourinho's without a job. Do it now. Bring on the chaos. But he also might lose the job to the Barca B manager who just left playing in Mexico again in Rafa Marquez, which would be amazing.
Wow, it's unhinged, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good shout. It's fun.
Yes.
It's spicy. Chuck.
So I'm going to go with, I looked at Michel from Girona. I think he's done a fantastic job, especially if he wins La Liga this year. So it would be a good one, as well as Alguacil from Real Sociedad, of being so stable throughout the years. But I'm going to go with a manager who is trusted and has managed the big personalities of the world, and that's Roberto Martinez.
Ooh.
He's been perfect with Portugal this season, and dealing with Cristiano Ronaldo, getting him back into the fold, even though he's playing in Saudi Arabia, to manage a player of that level. That's Barcelona. You're developing the future, which he's done, coaching young teams before, Wigan, the success he had winning FA Cup. I think Belgium, Portugal, and then after a successful Euros, he comes back to manage full-time with Barcelona.
And he's Catalan also.
Oh, that's a great one. Great name. Hadn't really heard his name in the mix before, but nicely done, Chuck. Nico.
I'm going to go with Imanol Alguacil, the Real Sociedad manager. And with just Real Sociedad, look what he's done in Europe, getting big wins at Manchester United, PSV. He was in a very tough group with Champions League giants like Inter, Benfica, and top that group. And he also knows how to pick talent out of a youth system. You look at Subimendi, Ayen Munoz, and Robin Lenormand, all out of the system, and he's been there forever. And just like what Barcelona needs, someone who can look at the B and go through. But it's not only that, it's finding talent in Alexander Isak, in Takefusa Kubo, in Odegaard as well. And
These were loans from
Hey,
not
you gotta
really
find
big.
made them better.
Find them.
Made them better.
Real
made
Madrid and Barcelona
Let me
are offering
finish.
you this
Let me
talent.
finish. If you're gonna go in my 30 seconds, let me finish. Made them better
It was 30.
than where they were before at their other clubs like Real Madrid.
None of us said Rafa Marquez. Interesting.
No, not one.
Easy choice.
Yeah, I would really love to pick chaos in this sense, but I feel like there's just too much chaos. There's too much chaos at Barcelona right now. I'm going with Nico's pick.
Imanol Alguacil. It's a hard name to say.
Alguacil.
Alguacil.
Alguacil. No, I do. I think that he can bring a level of stability to a club that desperately needs it right now. And I do love the Roberto Martinez shout as well. But I think going from country to club, they need an immediate sort of person to come in and smooth the waters. And I feel like Alguacil could be that guy. Great job, guys. Yeah. That's not sorry, Charlie.
No.
Didn't pick any of your guys.
That's all good. Oh,
you made convincing cases, but you also went over your
back?
time allotment, so we had to take that into consideration as well.